Good day, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. Welcome to Reader's Magnet's featured author interview. My name is Frank, and today I am very much ecstatic to be once again graced by a very lovely author, Yelena Borichevska. Hi, Yelena.
Hi, Frank.
How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Oh, I'm perfectly fine. I'm totally great. Yes, for those who are watching us, Yelena authored the book She Let God Write Her Story. By the way, congratulations. I believe this was published just last April of this year.
Thank you. Yeah, it's been out just for a few months.
Yeah. And for those who are watching us live, yeah, this is Yelena's second stint on being one of our featured authors, right, Yelena?
Yes.
Okay. Now let's talk about your book because I know that if you're writing your own story, it's so cathartic, right? What was the impact of you writing this book and to you and to your friends?
I love hearing from my friends and family when they say that I'm inspiring them. My
Mhm.
niece told me that she's super happy to see me as the first published writer in our extended family. I can't wait to see my other family members and friends to exercise and share their gifts of writing, as well as other possibly hidden talents that God gifted them with. So I would cheer for them as well. It's greatly rewarding to be an inspiration for others, especially during the seasons of tragedies and uncertainties that we live in. My book is also another addition to my personal testimonies that everything is possible with God.
I totally agree. Everything is possible with his guidance. And also, when did you start writing?
So about 10 years ago, I found myself gifting an online book writing class to
Mhm.
those that I thought that had writing talents. I ended up studying the class myself.
Mhm.
I had three major time periods of writing this book. First part was when I was on maternity leave with my daughter Ashley. She is now 8 years old. I started putting down title options and chapter names, which was my outline. I would also write some parts of the story. At that time, I didn't think I had a complete story to tell, but I kept thinking about it and talking to God about it. About 5 years later, in 2019, when I was going through a very challenging time in my life, I saw it as a God-given opportunity to take time and write. There is when I had the rest of my story, and or I knew what the rest of the story would be about. During that time, I started to look into publishing companies and completed writing 2/3 of the story. The final writing was done during the first weeks of COVID shutdown. Of course, I didn't like the shutdown, but I saw it as another God arranged opportunity for me to sit down and finish writing. And so I did.
Well, that explains how you were able to come up with a title then,
Uh, well,
right?
I did think initially I considered other titles, maybe Ukrainian Girl or Immigrant Girl. I did reach out to others for other ideas and also asked God if He had any suggestions. She Let God Write Her Life Story came to my mind. Um, During the editing process, I decided to take the life word out as I thought it
Mhm.
would be too long of a title. And the main character's life story wasn't finished yet.
Uh-huh.
Since then, the title idea just felt like it was a perfect fit.
I
Um,
agree too, it is.
Thank you. I think it's thought provocative, and I do want my readers or anyone who sees my book to consider letting God write their life stories. And it also serves me as a personal reminder for me to keep letting God write my story, my personal
Exactly.
story.
All right. So, are we expecting another title, another book from you this year?
Not this year. I wish I had it ready this year, but I do plan to write children's book next. My daughter inspired me by always asking, "Mommy, why did you and Daddy pick me at school where they never talk about God?" uh, there is what my first ever children's book will be about.
Okay.
I know a very talented artist whom I would love to do the illustrations.
Illustrations.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to putting this book together. I also have an outline for the second novel where I would continue to tell the story of the Lena girl, the main character
So,
of the She Let God Write Her Story. Go ahead.
so this will be a sequel to the first one.
I'd love to. Yes, that's
Okay.
my plan.
We'll look forward to having that. All right.
Thank
And
you.
for those who are watching us now, beside Yelena is a copy of her first book. She Let God Write Her Story. Yelena, can you show that copy to our audience? There you go. And if I'm not mistaken, that's you on the cover.
That is me. I had
I
my
guessed it right.
I had my nephews take that picture and it turned out perfect.
Okay.
What I
Yelena,
was looking,
yes, go ahead.
oh, you go ahead.
Okay. So, what message do you have to everyone who's watching us now?
Well, I hope that they would let God write their life stories so they would have the best outcome.
All right. That's very inspiring. Okay. So, for those who would like to grab a copy of Yelena's book, She Let God Write Her Story, you can grab one. It's available in Amazon.com and in BarnesandNoble.com. Right, Yelena?
Yes.
Okay, great. It's always a pleasure having you on set, Yelena. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, Frank.
All right. With Reader's Magnet, we share your stories with the world. Bye.
Bye.